Hey, welcome aboard. Driving around the town to see what's out in this so-called snowstorm with about 12 inches of snow. The roads are deserted. I'm peeling out right now. Tires are sliding. I think there's no traffic. That wasn't too bad. So the only thing out is plows right now. There's one lone plow right there. Roads are deserted. Major snowstorm. We're up to about 13 inches of snow. It's been snowing out since 10 a.m. this morning, and it just hasn't stopped since. We're up to snow-covered roads in a winter wonderland, if you like winter wonderlands. Maybe if we find a parking lot, we can do some donuts, some 360s. Somebody's snow plowing, snow shoveling, I should say. He's digging out his driveway. That's the hard part. There's probably about 2 feet just at the end of his driveway. That's hard work, labor. I just did mine, but I came out 3 and 4 times. Down, because if you wait till the end of the storm and then you try to do it, you know, there's more snow on the edge of your driveway than there is in your driveway. So if you have 6 inches in your driveway, you're going to be doing about 10 inches outside, maybe less. Cruising about 20 miles an hour. Cars holding the road pretty good. That's why everybody was flying. While I was shoveling, everybody just flies by like it's nothing. And it really isn't. Most people are probably in 4-wheel drive. We're gonna go up to the town and see if there's anything going on up here. This is where the Dunkin' Donuts is, the Burger King, the MacDonald's, the shopping plaza. So if there's any life out, we'll see it up here. We're about 2 minutes away. how wide his plow is. Great. He's driving in the middle of the road. Hey, there's something right here. Hey, buddy. Hey, come here. A coyote. There he goes into the parking lot. Hey, all right. She goes fly him down. He's flying now. I wonder if that's the one that was just around my house. There's tracks in my yard. I'm not across the street at the water department. I'm not sure what it was because they were all covered in. All the snow filled it all up. There's some life. There goes a car. So we'll see what's out here. This is nasty. They're not even keeping up with this intersection. Yikes. Whoever's doing this area is a bunch of hacks, I'll tell you that. Here's life up here. There's McDonald's. Of course, it's 3 in the morning, so there shouldn't be anything going on up here. Although McDonald's is open all night. Nobody's in there, though. Even customer. Every time you come by here, there's always a line of 1, 2, 3, or 4 people. There's one plow right there. There's the gas station. Nobody's in the gas station. So I guess it's deserted out. Nothing's really happening. Just snow-covered roads. There's a couple of people in there. 2 people. And a plow. Here comes another car. There's Burger King. They're plowing out. There's Dunkin' Donuts. Nobody's in there. Dunkin' Donuts. There's one person. One person in Dunkin' Donuts. So it is deserted. There's not a lot of people out. These guys are doing the parking lot. Don't want to get in their way. Huge backloaders. Making a huge pile. Getting ready. Walmart. Hannaford's. I'm going to go to the back and see if there's anything to eat. One person in front of Walmart. Beyond that, everything is deserted, really. It's 3 in the morning, though. There's somebody parked right over there. That means Hannaford's might not be open in the morning. Because normally the early workers are in here at 3 a.m. Nobody's here. Just some guy. Oh, there's a car buried. Yeah, they're not in here. See if there's any food to grab. They got these bins out here and they throw away all outdated stuff. Let's see if there's anything to munch. Get a snack. Let's get a snack, man. There's gotta be something in here. Yeah, there's something in here. Ooh. What do we want? Cupcakes. Sugar high. Cupcakes. What's in there? Meat. What's in here, man? Some peppers. Oh, these things are frozen. Yikes. Carrot. Squash. There's some strawberries. It's probably frozen. All this stuff is ice cold. Wind is kicking up. What should I take? Some cakes. Some hard bread. Alright, here's a few snacks. I just shoveled. Oh. Hey! Yeah, where should we go? Take a little ride. There's a few people here, right? These cupcakes are rock solid. Everything's iced over. It's cold out. Go back into the center. Just opening up my cupcake. I'm sort of hungry right now. I just shuffled for a couple hours. It's a great place to find a snack. One guy sitting in there. What he dumps. The only thing really out of plow. Whoa. Uh-oh. Don't want us to come to a complete stop there. Still nobody in McDonald's. Everybody's got a stay-at-home order. Not really, but hey, somebody said hi. I can't read. I don't have my glasses. Sorry. It's a blur, man. I knew I should have grabbed my glasses. One person there. Finally a car. There goes him working. Look at that. Live action. Sorry, I can't read that. Somebody said hi. I need glasses for small print. Something 2041. Some hearts floating around. I don't know if that's from you. Cool. I said grab my glasses. I don't have glasses in here. Should I run this red light? Why not? The roads are deserted at 3. As it should be at 3 a.m. So Hannaford's not even open. Normally the workers are all there. They start at 3 o'clock in the morning to get ready to open up at whatever time they open up. Let that guy go. I was gonna run this light, but this guy, he's aggressive. Probably a plow. Let's see him. That guy's flying. Should we follow him? Let's go into the center. Two people now. These people are probably going to work. This is typical early morning traffic flying to work, hopping on the highway. In a rush to get there. These two are flying. I don't want to hop on the highway. I'll take a ride. I'll take the scenic road. Drive around the town. Share a cupcake with you, but I'm gonna have another one. I am so drained. So they canceled school already, and they could probably actually go to school because it's already plowed out. And the roads are just snow covered, which is no big deal. There's a school right there. I see they're all plowed out, and it's easy. They can easily go in there. Miss Wheeler. Lisa. Check for this guy. There's a plow dude. He's backing up 100 miles an hour. He's letting me go. Let's go, buddy. Thank you. Cruising around 25. It's great with no traffic out. You can mess up driving around and just end up in a snowbank, which is no big deal. It's better than running into a car, right? So if you mess up. But I never expect to mess up. I've driven for years, delivering papers in the snow, hustling around in the snow. It seems like I was always out in the snowstorm. Oh yeah, I forgot to pull into that parking lot to see if the plow. I could have done some donuts in the parking lot. I forgot. Anybody else out here got snow? Are you at home, nice and warm? Walking around in a sandbox? Oh man, I should have brought my glasses. Gene? I am Indian. Is that what that says? 7%. So you got snow where you are. There's some life. There's a car right there. This road is heavily traveled. From where we just were, everybody, it's Route 3, and they take Route 3 to 495. And most people get off at that rotary right there. Instead of going all the way down and continue and then hop on 495, they all get off, come down to here, and hop on to 495. One time a cop came barreling down on me. I was driving. It was on the weekend, and a car was barreling down on me, so I sped up. And it was still barreling down on me, and I'm saying, it must be a highway jumper, and I'm not in the mood for on a Friday night or Saturday for a car to come barreling down up onto your butt. And then it turned out to be a cop. And he asked me what I was doing, and I said, what are you doing? I said, why are you going 100 miles an hour on this road? And he let me go. Up on the highway right here, 495. Everybody goes down. They're working on a bridge right up the street, and they're blocking this. I think they're doing it intentionally because the cars could easily go down and yield onto the highway, but some cop sits there, blocks the road so nobody can go down it, because the bridge right up the street they're working on it. There's one other car. Finally more knife. Talk to... I wish I could read that, man. I need glasses. This is the center of town. Let's see what the center looks like. We should take some rides through some thickly settled areas. See what the side road, this guy's gonna turn around. Oh, this ain't good. There's a car at the church. It's an Uber driver. This is Uber sign. Watch out, buddy. Watch out. Here comes the plow guy. He just tripped the light. Thank you. Gotta watch out for these plows. They leave their high beams on and you can't tell where the plow is. And you come down. And if you don't go over far enough, the plow will clip you. And sometimes if they're hanging further out in the road, they come pretty close to nailing you. Talk to... Damn. This isn't too good for the center. So it must be a bad hack job out here. My road is better than this. This is the main center. What a nightmare. There's another sander. This is the center of town. talk to Hindi. I am Indian, 7% this. Lisa Wheeler said hi. I knew I should have brought my glasses. Here's a Navigation Brewing. That's a new place where all the drunks go to drink. Seafood, fish bones, a restaurant. Uh-oh, what's this guy doing? Watch out for him. Plow. He's in a rush. Take a ride down some side streets. You're not gonna come this way, dude, are you? Good. A plow in a rush to get to his next gig. A library. Never been in there. Oh, yes, I have. I went in there twice. A long time ago. That's where the cop always sits. This isn't. It's like no Plaza been up here for a while. So, anybody out here having a good time or what? Is this boring? Is this exciting? Do you have snow where you're at? Are you sitting in the house nice and comfy? Is it daytime where you are? Is it nighttime? Check out some side streets. The only thing about side streets is if they didn't come down here, and it's that nightmare like right there, where the snow's all choppy. Thickly settled now. Driving through a neighborhood. This isn't too thickly settled. Not many trees. Thickly settled is when you go through a neighborhood and there's trees overhanging the road. That's further down the street though. So the roads ain't too bad. Definitely drivable, definitely doable. Plows keep up with it. So everything's plowed out. So now here's this side. This is a dead end, right? Look at that. It's not too good. I wouldn't want to go down there. This is a main drag, so they keep this pretty good. Check out this place. See all the snow here? Bang. Yeah, this road's not too bad. At least they're all plowed. So, is everybody having fun or what? Are you bored? I'm sucking up my gas. Gas is expensive. Look at that. That's a nasty little spot right there. I don't have four-wheel drive, so this thing, tires spin. If I'm at a dead stop on this, and even if it's a little hill, it's a little slope, my tires spin out. But the handle's pretty good for an S10 Chevy. Low rider, very low. And look at all these people have to shovel out. That's a driveway. They got all that to shovel out. So in the morning, it's like, oh man. And I haven't been down this street right here. Look at that. That's a road right there. It's completely blocked off. It means they did the main drag, but they didn't go down the side street. Another plow. I gotta come to a complete stop on this. Ready? Now we'll spin out. He's not plowing. There goes my tires. I'm spinning, baby. I'm spinning. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. I knew it. Yep. That's why I can't drive during the day. If I drive during the day and people are behind you and everybody's handling the road pretty good, a lot of these cars have four-wheel drive, right? So now I'm good. So if I have to come to a complete stop on a little hill, that was only a little tiny slope and I couldn't friggin' go. Aside from that, the thing handles pretty good. Town Hall. Fire station. Look at how big the fire station is. Spoiled, spoiled, spoiled. They don't even fight fires around here. They just do ambulance calls all day. Chasing ambulances. There's that side road. That's nasty. So they're sticking with the main roads. They're probably doing the side roads not as thorough. Those two trucks. Those are the plows. That looks like the end of another school. Plowed out. So it's not like they can't get in there in the morning. But there's no school. The good old days, no school. You can stay up late. Every single intersection has all this snow. I could never make it through that stuff. As long as it's flattened out and smooth, I'm good. Going downhill would be a little bit scary, but I could go downhill. I was going to drive down that side road, but they didn't have it plowed out. There's another entrance right here. Check it out. Looks like they're doing the main. They sort of did that. Sort of done. I probably haven't been down there in a while. Yeah, it's definitely plowed out. Looks like it hasn't been plowed in a while. The end is all blocked off. Look, like they haven't been here in a while. And then the rest of it looks like it's partially done, like it hasn't been in about an hour or so. Bike trail right here. If you like riding your bike or walking, a lot of miles. Never been on it. I hear they have trouble down there. Just justify a cop hanging around down there, driving, keeping people safe. I mean, it's that bad around here. You're gonna be kidding me, right? So you're just justifying somebody protecting the trail in a suburb like this. It's like, come on. This is the highway. This is 495 right there. The intersection's not that great. Here we go, spinning out. There's a couple of plows. Go by them. So he's way out near the middle, right? And he's letting the snow go in towards the end. So if you're in the middle of the street, and this guy tags behind, and everything that he plows into the side, he finishes it off and puts it into the snow. So they work in twos. On the highway, they work all the way across. So when they're on the highway, boom, 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 boom. So each plow feeds the other plow, but you don't want to get behind them. because then it's like a line of about 100 cars where they go about 20 miles an hour. And on these main tracks, there's another plow, he's flying. I'm gonna let him go. Come to a complete stop. See, these plows are flying. That's a DPW truck. And he's doing the side roads. Just let him go. I don't know why he just doesn't go down to the next one. He's gonna clear the he's picking up after that guy. He's picking up their mess. That was quick. He's picking up their mess already. Instead of doing the whole road. I can pass it. It's a town truck. It's partially done. This sign of life. I think it's a car. He was just at the bank. A human being! Most people out are working. I wonder if they canceled work. I don't have a TV or anything, so I don't know what's going on. I don't keep informed. I don't listen to the radio. I don't watch the TV screen. So I'm like lost in what's going on. There's a mall. That gym is normally open. There's always cars in there. They pay a lot of money to work out. I just got a free workout. Shoveling out my driveway. Should we go into the city? Anybody out here want to drive through the city? Lol. I want to take some more side roads. Or I should wrap this up and go home and go to bed. Market basket. There's the big plow right there. Let's take a ride in here. Do a 360. Do a dawn. Oh, no, I better not. There's two. I don't want to get in their way. Don't want to get in their way. His Stop and Shop. There's one person in there. Two people in here. I was gonna pull in, but that little tractor's there. Don't want to get in their way. So you don't want to pull in and be in their way while they're working. That's all they don't want. It's a civilian. Plow him into a snowbank. Get him out of here. Some gas station action. Completely deserted. Nobody's in there. They're open. 24/7. Everybody doing the parking lots, getting them ready. Someone's barreling down on me. Must be a plow. Go down city life. Duplexes. Their roads are pretty good. Is anybody enjoying the ride or what? Are you bored yet? Should I keep on going? Want to see more? Or should I just go home and go to bed now? The worst of the snow is stopped. It's tapering off. It's not really snowing that much right now. Exactly what they said. It's going to taper off, and there's just going to be, we still probably have about 6 more inches of snow to come. It's supposed to pick back up in the day. So I'm all shoveled out, pretty much. Still got a little bit more to do. It doesn't have to be done. I got all day tomorrow to do it. There's really nowhere to go. Nothing to really do. These roads are all pretty good for the city. They're all plowed out. Speaking of a plow, there's a plow guy right up there. He's out in the middle of the road. Gotta watch out for this stuff. Alright, he's not coming. Hookers walk around. They actually have hookers around in here. They tried to flag me down lots of times because I go right by it. But I don't go near them. No way. They're like drug-inflicted females. They're pretty scary, really. There's a huge pile of snow. This guy's definitely got a plow. He's got his high beams on. I hate those high beams. I get the high beams right over the plow. It's blinding. These things walk, you know, they practically flag me down when they're desperate for things. Well, it's not where I'm hunting from, it's just I'm driving through. They can be out there as early as 5 in the morning. And you come down at 5 in the morning, they're out there looking for a hustle. But they're drug addicts also, and everything else. So they're a little bit scary. Can't believe they exist around here. This isn't the area. Actually, it used to be the area right up here. They love snowstorms. They try to pick up the plow drivers because the plow drivers some of them are drunks and drinking alcohol. All right, somebody just said something. Begins with a D. Hello. Where are we? In Massachusetts. Lowell, Massachusetts right now. We was just in Chelmsford. And now we're buzzing around into Lowell. I don't think I want to go up here. It looks like a couple of ambulances. This guy's turning around. I think I might do the same thing. I don't know, do I want to go by a couple of ambulances blocking the road? Maybe even a cop? Or am I really in the mood? Especially Lowell cops. I just got a ticket in Lowell for running a red light. I called him a piece of shit. There's a whole mess of people right there. What's going on right here? Party. Let's go buy them. Some life. Let's go get some life. Yeah, that's 2 ambulances and a cop. Typical, maybe a fire engine car. Unless it's 3 ambulances. Let's see what's going on over here. Yeah, there's a cop. Let's stay away from him. Look at this. What the hell's going on here? Shoveling the driveway out. Watch out. Narrow roads. All these people have to dig out their cars. Where are you? Are you still out here? Where are you? I gotta navigate this. I remember where this comes out. So this is what city life is like for all these thickly settled neighborhoods. I never come this way, so I know it all comes back to the same spot. I'm in Detroit, Michigan. It's snowing out. It's snowing out everywhere, right? If you're not getting ice and rain, you're getting snow. Everybody's getting clocked by this thing except certain areas of the country, right? It's supposed to be taking out a big swath. Uh-oh. This is nasty in here. I'm not sure where I am, man. Let's see, if I kept on going straight, that was going to bring me to the main drag. I think that brings me to the main drag. I know if I kept on going, it comes out to the main. Yeah, this isn't my neighborhood. I can't reach a stinking name. These roads are getting worse down here. This is like the poor part of town. It's got to lead to a main drag someplace. This isn't where I really want to be. School Street. Okay, I know where I am. This leads me to here. We'll drive through Hookerville and see if there's any hookers out. No, I don't pick them up. I wouldn't touch one with a 20-foot pole. I think they know my car because they've practically tried to flag me down and jump in with me. And I believe I spoke to one night. Because I pulled into the car wash and there was some girl there. After talking to her for a while, and she was with her boyfriend, and he wasn't there. She was waiting for him to come. And then when I was talking to both of them, I started getting the sense that he might have been her pimp. And he let us talk for a while. She was sort of interesting. Trouble, definitely. We had an interesting talk. Human being, not a plow. Alright, there's the set lights. I meant the neighborhood you're in. Turn on the video, turn on the GPS. I'm illiterate when it comes to, so they used to hang up, there's a famous, the boxers, there's a cop right there too, 2 cops down there. So the boxer that Mark Wahlberg portrayed, what's his name? They live down in Lowell. There's a big Irish restaurant right up the street where I just was. And they used to hang out somewhere in that neighborhood down there. And then they also hang out down here. So I come this way from my house because this road goes back to my house. And when I go to Billerica, I come this way to cut through when I'm scrapping metal. And I pick up metal, scrap it. So when I drive through Lowell, because Lowell has a lot of white goods in the road, so because everybody just throws them out of the street. So I can just take a ride through and get lucky picking up stuff. And then my main objective is to go into Billerica through the side streets. And you come down and you hang out all around here. This is Hookerville right here. And all the bums are all in these apartments. Normally sitting on the stairs or something. And there was a murder on this street. So when I go to the Redemption Center, I come down here. They normally stay right in this area. Normally right up by that one way, or right on this street right here. Or up at that apartment up there. And I go down there to go to the Redemption Center. There's another Redemption Center that just opened up. I don't go to that one though. I went there once. The guy lied to me, so I won't go back. And they walk up and down here, and they hang out in here. Man, this is downtown Lowell. So take a ride through downtown Lowell. And now you go down that way to go into Billerica. And of course, you can go through. Here's something right here. Watch. Oh, that's a shoveler. There's a shoveler right here. Somebody's shoveling. Hey. And that goes into Billerica. So you go down there. But I go the side roads to see if I get lucky on the side roads while I'm searching for stuff. There's no sense coming out to the main drag. This rotary. They used to work these streets too. I don't know if they still do. We'll go where the bums are. You know when you look at Philadelphia and you see them all on the side of the road? They're all down here. They actually got the same thing. I wasn't by here. I never came by here. An Owl Diner. Diners really still exist. An Owl Diner. A lot of people hang out there. It's good, healthy food. And what in the world was I just talking about? Yeah, so one day I was coming through this. I never came by this way in a while, and for some reason I was cutting through, taking a different way. And when I came down, I was like, am I in Philadelphia right now? They're all just in the parking lot. It's like, what in the world is going on here? This guy's in the middle of the road, suicidal. Oh, this might be a hooker. Yeah, it's a hooker. There's a hooker, guys. Right there, look at her. She's flagging me down. It's a fucking hooker, man. Told you they're out here. Surprised she's not with this dude. You looking for head, man? There they are. They're shuffling. Yeah. Why don't you pick her up? This is where our gas station used to be. Used to come down here and eat down here. Here comes one car. Should I pull in front of them? So we used to hang out down here all the time. One of the guys used to always drink in the bar that was here. And we had a gas station here. This is a locksmith place. And they took it away with eminent domain. And this is where there's two cops, of course. Right there. That's where all the bums hang out in there. There's another hooker right here, I bet. Oh, one of the bums. Yep, derelict. See, they're out here. This jerk is riding my butt, man. Gas station with one person there. I'm tired of this guy. It's like, let's let this clown go by. Go ahead, mother. Go ahead. I'm tired of you. I'm gonna get on your ass now. You're some clown. You're in a rush to go to work. Here you go. Shouldn't have pulled in front of you, huh? These people, they fly like this, right? Just get on your ass like this. And they just fucking push you off. There's a plow right there. So we had a gas station there. I used to go into that store, that sub place, and they took it by eminent domain because they were rejuvenating the city, and they turned it into a one-way. So they took the gas station. I used to work there every day. And the hookers used to work right across the street. She used to use my bathroom. I could have had fun with them, but I would never go near them. They wanted money, and you just see what they do. It's like, get out of here. They exist in this town, and who would ever think that they exist in this town? It's Lowell, Massachusetts, man. What are they doing in Lowell? See, they even work in snowstorms. See her? She practically waved me down. They're crazy. I never stop. I'm just an observer. You go by and you see them. If I ever get tempted, you know where to go. you know what to do. I used to bike this back to my house in Billerica. So this main drag goes all the way back to Billerica. Everybody still out here? Are you guys enjoying this? Anybody that's here? Turn on the GPS. I know I should have brought my glasses. There's another store right here, 7-Eleven. They're closed. He's shoveling and getting them ready. Spaghettiville Bridge. Lots of trucks have lost their tops right there. This was a redemption center. I used to pull in here all the time with my cans, and they closed down. Now it's a lighting store. There's a Dunkin' Donuts. Let's see if they're busy. No, nobody's in there at all. America runs on Dunkin'. I don't think they're open. The lights are all on. Now we're heading towards Billerica. Anybody still here? Is this boring? Are you enjoying this? You having fun? Is there anybody out there? Wow. So he's not plowing now.
Thousands of satisfied customers with a reputation for excellence. We're proud to offer patented solutions.
Pizza Hazel. Pizza, pizza, pizza. Come and get your pizza. Oh yeah, this road is closed. I forgot about that. They're working on this bridge up here and they shut this road down. It's been down all... My throat's clogging. That's from the friggin' cupcakes. That's what those cupcakes do to me. Too much sugar. My body can't take it anymore. So when I can't take it, I go into a frog throat. And my body's saying, stop taking sugar. I just had 3 mini cupcakes and I'm losing my voice now. That's where my body says, don't touch that stuff. It's not good for you. But it tastes so good, man. I love my cupcakes. But I'm older now, so you don't want to abuse your body like that anymore. Your body can't take it. Actually, I can't take it. I'm going through something. There's somebody snow blowing. He's throwing it out into the street. Way to go, dude. Throw it out to the street. These lights are new. I'm trying to think of where I'm going now. I can go back into Lowell. There's a mall down there. Go the side roads. This is not going to work out. Here we go. Spinning out like a bat. Spinning out. Here comes a car. I cannot come to a dead stop with the semi-hill. Forget about it. So if there's a lot of traffic, I'm like the car that just barely crawls away when we come to a complete stop. And the people who are just buzzing around with no problem get pissed off. What are you doing, man? Come on, drive, man. Let's go. What are you doing? We can go into Billerica. See what Billerica's like. Oh, we can stay in Chelmsford. There's a side street, sort of. This runs along the highway. I've actually filmed a few YouTube videos on the street. Anybody out here? You bored? Message retracted. Turn off the video and turn on the GPS. Yeah, very good tip. Still there? There you go. I couldn't read that earlier. But I do it the old-fashioned way. Just keep on driving until you figure it out. Because I know I was going on a straight line, and as I continued on that straight line, that goes out to a main drag, which I ended up finding. And I never really went down those other streets and took a left to go out to see if they go all the way down. I just wasn't sure about that. Like, do those streets go all the way down to where I was going? Or sometimes in the city they might not go all the way down. It just depends. Either they go all the way down, or it turns into mini blocks, and then it turns into a nightmare. But I knew basically where I was going, so I wasn't that concerned. And plus, I'm a person that always tow track, 24-hour service. There's not much traffic out. This road's not that good. I've spent my life driving through roads and side roads, hunting stuff down, and trying to figure ways out and in, going into unfamiliar places. All roads lead out. Damn, I lost my voice. 3 cupcakes and I lost my voice. Imagine that. It's my body saying, do not eat sugar. Stay away from sugar. I get stage 3 lymphoma. And the alternative people say, stay away from sugar. And the doctors say, no, it's okay. I asked the person in Boston, Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, I said, is there any truth to the sugar thing? Nope. They don't believe in anything the alternative people say. And I'm taking my chances on that routine, and I strongly believe it's going away. It's been there for over a year, this inflammation on the side of my face. And I've been listening to alternative medicine people saying, stay away from the sugar. And I've been a sugar addict my whole life. I should be a diabetic, and I'm not. I think I burn it off with all the exercise I do, the energy that I admit. I think I lose it all. So now, in this state of my life, when I have a lot of sugar, my voice just starts going into crackling. It actually started from about 2019, where if I had like a couple of Cokes, which I shouldn't be drinking, and then the next thing I'd have a crackly voice. I'm saying, why do I have a crackly voice? Do I got something? I don't have anything. No, it's the sugar, man. Your body's saying, don't bring any more sugar in. But anyway, the alternative people say, sugar feeds it, sugar feeds it, sugar feeds it. And the doctors say, I asked the doctor at the hospital, he said, nope, no truth. I always send messages to these people and tell them they're all wrong and they're quacks and they're whatever. And I say, funny, I normally listen to them, and I'm doing that right now. So when I got to the point of chemo, I declined and walked out. And I've been just winging it, and I shouldn't be having sugar according to these alternative. And I cut it back, and I swear the inflammation feels like it's going down. It really does feel like it's going and disappearing, flattening out from what it was. There's still a ways to go. It's like watching stitches. When you have all these stitches and you're waiting for it to heal, and you're still looking at the scar, waiting for the scar to go away. That's what this inflammation is like. It's like you can feel it going away, and it slowly goes away. You can tell it's going away, but it's just taking its sweet old time, like a scar, stitches. And I'm patient. If you don't have any patience, you need that quick fix. It's not for you. Because I've been going through some stuff that's sort of scary, and I haven't had any fear in me. Just accepting it, and I'm doing good. Hopefully I do better. Stay well. I will. Stay safe. I will. It's easy riding. The car holds really well. I can handle. I'm only doing 25 right now, 23. And the car holds pretty good. My problem is if I stop at a hill, my tires just spin. And if it's a semi-hill, I can't even accelerate. I literally have to just let the tires grip and go slow, or just spin them out until I catch. So I already performed a couple of where I just spun them out until they caught. But another way is just to glide it, ease off on the gas, and just slowly float in. Let the car do its work with a little bit of Geartronics. There's some life right there. A truck sitting on the street. Is he plowing? Is that a house? He's on the street. Don't pull out, man. He's plowing. Yep. Manga manga. Back out to the main road, and there's a cop. We'll drive by the cop. We're in Chelmsford. He's at the credit union place. So left goes to Billerica. And there's the cop. There he is. Can you see him? He's in the credit union. Vegging out, nothing to really do. Uh-oh. See, here's a hill. And I gotta come to a stop. And you got a truck right there. And there's a plow right there. Stay safe. Yep, I'm safe, man. Always safe. As do you. Where are you? Is it snowing where you're at? Ooh, yes. Uh-oh. Is it snowing where you're at? Is it freezing rain? Mississippi, Arkansas, Texas. Those poor folks down there, man. Ice storm galore. I saw some of the videos of Reed Timber was down there, that hurricane hunter, tornado hunter. Watch his videos. He was live yesterday. He couldn't continue. The roads were so bad, he had to stop his streaming. He was streaming for a while. Got pathetic. That was the end of him. And he was sort of having trouble. Reed Timmer. Check him out if you like going on. If you like to watch tornadoes or hurricanes or bad weather. He's a weather forecaster. I mean, he's a weather geek. So he knows. He's very informative when he's entertaining you while doing his boring drives. A lot of the time it is a boring drive, like this is right here. I think I'm going to wrap this up. There's a few people here. I hope you're enjoying it. You having fun? You want to see anything? Any request? I'm going to drive someplace. I'm going to go back into Wall. See if we can see any more hookers. She practically tried to flag me down. That's typical. I've had that before. They just glare at you, right? They think you're looking for them. They think you're looking for them. So if you give them eye contact, they literally want to jump in the car. It's like, no, babe. No thanks. I haven't been by there in a while either. Probably about 3 or 4 months. It was near the end of the summer when I saw all those bumps and I thought I was in Philadelphia. Through all those cops. The cops must be trying to get them out of there because when I went through another time to check them out, it was partially, there was some people out there, and then the cops were sitting in those apartment complexes. And they're still there right now. On a snow night. I wonder if they were all out in the driveway walking around. The first time I went through there was like about 30 or 40 of Just sitting there, they just look like the streets of Philadelphia. I was like, this is going on in Lowell? No way. Was it almost 1 a.m.? Still wearing a referee shirt? You're refereeing something? You're looking into your crystal ball? Boing! Hit reply and we'll talk sometime. There's a plow. Uh-oh, it's blocking the road. Oh, this must make a cut. Is this a plow? He's on the opposite side of the road. Is this the guy who owns the house? Or is this just a pea brain? Does he let me go? Does he live there? Or is it a town employee? You gonna let me go, dude, or what? Thank you. Thank you. Just a regular contractor. Maybe he has the contract to plow them out. Not a town truck. A town truck helping out a neighbor. That happens a lot too. My sister's husband works for the town. I know all the secrets. Town employees. Too many secrets. Better not say them out loud. My sister's married to one. His brother is one. His older brother, a cousin was one. He's retired now. The other guy was political in the town. We are gonna wrap this up, man. Time to go to bed. Any life out there? I hope you're enjoying it. It's okay, you can be quiet. I'm quiet too. Just the fact that you're sitting there watching. It's fun, isn't it? Just driving on snow-covered roads. I love it. I used to love delivering papers like this. I love being out when there's nobody else out. But when you're scrapping metal and you're always looking for people's trash, there's never no trash. The only thing you find is snow. So when you're cruising around looking for stuff, you'll find no barrels, or you just see one barrel at the end of the road, at the end of a driveway. And you find nothing. Just snowbanks and snow. So during the winter, it's not really any fun. Very boring. Especially around in this area. Alright, we'll go into this parking lot and see if we can do some donuts. See if they plowed it out. We're back in the square. Dunkin' Donuts. There's a gym. Normally there are people all in here right now. Nobody's in there now. 4 o'clock, they're always, all the early birds are in there getting their workout before work. Guitar riffs, solo, let's riff it out, man. A jam, let's jam. I can't do donuts. It's partially done. I really want to change jams. Alright, enough of that. Jam time! Song we grew up with. We're back in the square. Let's see what's going on. I need gas. I could shut this down and go get my gas. I'm gonna get it later. This guy that works the night shift in here, I don't like him. He likes to pretend like he's busy. He's done it more. I don't know if he just doesn't like me, but he's the only one that does it. And he like takes his time, but he's the only one that does it. Where is this road, man? Normally there's all cars in here ready to work. They must have canceled everything. I haven't been watching, so no news, anything. So I have no clue. That's what happened during COVID. I had no clue what was going on. And the next thing you know, people are wearing masks. Next thing you know, everybody's in their houses. It's like, why is everybody in their house? How come the neighborhoods are filled with people just walking around in circles? What's going on? And normally everybody going to work is out here. There's nobody out here. Like everybody's getting their Dunkin' Donuts. You see a line out there. Let's do a 360. Ready? See if we can pull one off right here. Uh-oh. Close. That was good. Just made it. That's from practice. Every snowstorm I do them. And Dunkin' Donuts is still closed. Normally, this gas station would be packed. Right? And everybody would be in here getting their coffee before they go off to work. This place would be packed. The line would be on there. 4 a.m.? Yeah, definitely. There'd be a line that they'll drive through. Everybody getting their Dunkin' Donuts. Then Starbucks is over here. Everybody would be in here getting their Starbucks coffee. The only thing in here is a plow. Oh, there's somebody inside. No, that's him on the walkway. He's shoveling the walkway. He's still sitting there. And there's a guy staring at me. Alright, time to wrap this up. That's enough. Hope you enjoyed the ride. Yeah, so I'm not sure what's going on with the news and what they're telling everybody. If everybody's being told to stay home. There are a few people out, a few civilians. Majority of them are plows, workers. How can you stay home though? You gotta take a drive around. It's not like it's, as long as you stay out of their way. Some of them get angry when they see civilians out. It's a civilian, quick, run them off the friggin' road. If they're in a rush going from place to place and they're coming down the road, they'll come barreling up to you, ride your butt, like they're in a rush to go someplace. Like, how dare you ride on this road? Get back to your house. So it's cool driving down snow-filled roads with nobody around. It's like, see, back in the day, people would be out on days like this. Snowmobiles would be out driving down the drags. Everybody I knew had snowmobiles, and the thing to do would be to hop on your snowmobile, just buzz down the main drags and buzz around wherever you can. You get to drive all over the streets. I haven't seen snowmobiles on a main drag or even side streets in a long, long time. Something that used to happen in the 80s and the 70s, mainly in the 70s and the 80s. After that, I think in the 90s, I don't think I've seen anything. So this is home right here. Go up to the other little area, see what's going on up here. Maybe we'll get lucky and see a train. My friend likes trains. See if the train is up here. See if there's something in the stars tonight. She looks sad. Poor you. You heard something you shouldn't have heard, huh? That's what you get for eavesdropping. You gotta stop that eavesdropping. Oh, there's a restaurant. Lenny Clark, if you know that comedian. He's going to be at that building right there. Just going to check out a freaking plow coming barreling down. Speaking of a plow, not too bad. Restaurant there. There's always entertainment there. That's a big name comic, right? Lenny Clark. Lenny Clark. Anybody ever hear of that guy? I've never even been in that building. I don't go out. I don't go to restaurants. I don't eat out. I go to the market basket and buy food cheap and eat at home. I'm not a restaurant person. To me, it's always a waste of money. It's like you got to pay all this money to eat this food. Christ, it's cheaper just to go to the store and buy it. People need that ambience of being out among people, and they need that. You know, they got to be out there to eat. To be hanging around in a place where train track is down here. Do I want to go down there? No, I don't want to go down there. Road's deserted. The side roads. I was going to cut up there, but. Let's do another 360. And here we go. 360 to end it off. I was going to go up there. It's not unplowed. Told you, there it was. Barreling down on me. Global. Let's go up here and check. I'm going home and ending this. Sleep. And when I wake up, it will be snowing out again. So we're in the lull. It's not snowing anymore. It's supposed to pick up again and snow until like tomorrow night, midday tomorrow. I don't know. I don't watch the news. I don't seek out any information. I'm like the guy who's completely unattached from life. So I have no idea what's going on. You just find out as you go along. It's amazing what happens when you're not brainwashed by whatever they tell you on the TV or the radio. And then when you talk to people, you realize, oh, that's how brainwashing works. I see. That's how it works. No wonder why they're so whatever. There he is, getting the gas station open. Not a gas station, automotive repair. That's going to be a liquor store. 2-story brick liquor store they're building. Yeah. There's this place right here. 2 plows. Princeton Station. Lenny Clark with guest January 30th. January 30th. It's pretty soon, right? He's a top name comedian, isn't he? Or at least locally he is. Right around the corner from my house. Never been in there. I even talked to a few people. And they say, you haven't been in there? I said, no, I'm really not a restaurant person. I don't care for the experience of going to a restaurant and overpaying for everything just to be in a restaurant, to look at other people eating and have these people serve me, and then I have to feel guilty into shelling out some money for a waitress to serve you. I don't need all that stuff. Geoengineering? Yeah, maybe. So they say if you got the tinfoil hat on, right? Hop. Alaska Skywatcher. Type in that to the search engine. Alaskan Skywatcher. If you want to believe all that stuff, for sure. Here you go, I'm all shoveled out. There you go, look at that. No more snow is falling. I still gotta finish all the way up to my house, up to the front door, which I don't use. The mailbox is there. And both of my vehicles are shoveled out. So I can get out a little bit of tedious work around the van and then behind it. I'm shoveled out. And here we are, home base. Hope you enjoyed it. Now it lights up. Alaskan Skywatcher, correct. I watch him off Facebook. He talks all about that stuff. He used to live. Quick summary about that. About what? Geoengineering? You want me? What they spray the atmosphere? What aerosols? Barium, strontium, and aluminum, and all those chemtrails, comtrails. You talking about that stuff? And then all these things that they build, it's electromagnetic stuff, and they stimulate the sky. I'm not sure the technical, I'm not a nerd geek on the stuff that I've listened to, but you know, those antennas and the stuff that they built, I forget what they're called, is all over the place, you know, strategically popping up in areas around the United States, and they're disguised as whatever, research centers or whatever. And my voice is all craggly because I had 3 stinking muffins. Only 3, I lost my voice. And HARP is the base center where they, supposedly that's a research center, but other people say no, it's not a research center. And when they're when they're sending out all the waves, and with those trails that they got laying out, whatever that stuff is, it activates it so they can create storms. Not to mention seeding the clouds and all that other good stuff. I have a hard time retaining information. It's all in my brain, but I'm a simpleton, man. Friday coming home, the sky was clear except for the X in the sky. Yeah, I've seen many X's before. X marks the spot. They say that's one of the main places of wherever the stimulation is going to be. Who knows? But I've seen the X many times. Our skies ain't as bad as some. There's a lot of people posting them on Facebook now because a lot of people are aware now, and there's a lot of people that just will show, they're all filming their chemtrails in some areas, man. I've only seen that bad of what I've seen on Facebook a couple of times, no more than a handful. I mean, I've seen like 4 at a time. But some of the pictures on there that some of these people have, where it's literally grid-like with every single way, like a tic-tac-toe board. Insanity. I never seen it that bad, just a couple of times. So yeah, whether that information is real or not, I don't know. It's just stuff you can think about, and you can believe it or not believe it. Except for the X in the sky. Yeah, but the planes will drop the lines, and they'll just, the condensation will keep on spreading. So they'll turn a blue sky into a white sky, and you can watch it just expand, and you can watch the sky just disappear. No doubt about it. And you can see the contrails where the plane will go by, and the trail will dissipate right off the bat. So it'll be dropped, and then it will be gone. And then there's days when it just drops, like somebody drops something, and then all the clouds just expand. And it's like, condensation shouldn't just be expanding and just floating around up in the sky. Should it be? I don't know. Jimmy Dore, I've heard of that guy. I've watched him a couple of times. Yeah, you can find the information. Everybody talks about it. Alex Jones has talked about it. Rogan has talked about it. So everybody pretty much knows, but you can't do nothing about it. You can only be aware and believe it or not believe it. There's nothing you can do about it. According to the Trump administration, they're supposed to be stopping it. I forget if it has something to do with Robert Kennedy Jr., but it doesn't seem like they're stopping it because the trails are still being, I mean, Florida was talking about it, and they're still dropping trails in Florida. I heard somebody posting videos, saw some videos where they were showing the skies and said, I thought DeSantis was stopping this. And all the things were still up in the sky. So I don't know how that's working out. And whether or not it's even real. It probably is. I mean, we have weapons that you have no clue that exist, that are out there. They were just bragging about it in Venezuela. They used some kind of a secret weapon to disable all the soldiers that were there. And of course, there's the dustifying machine that dustifies buildings. You could watch that on 911 if you watch that building go down. And they say that, you know, steel melted it. The plane, fuel melted it, but it was really a controlled demolition with a little help from directed energy weapon, which is what has been used in all the California wildfires. That's a whole nother topic, though, if you want to go into that. Directed energy weapon. There you go. And I got a book that talks about that weapon. It's a hypothetical book, right? Where the person says this is a book of fiction. But in the prelude, the author said, this is a book of fiction, but a lot of the stuff that I put in here is based on fact and truth. And then in it, they were talking about a laser that will dustify buildings. And then there's pictures of it showing a dustified building. In 911, that building was dustified because there was nothing was left. And same with the California fires. The directed energy weapon is there creating the fires, starting the fires, and they're just wiping everything out. And everything's just getting dustified. That's abnormal. That's called an anomaly. So if you want to believe in that, you know, you can believe in it. But it's like watching a movie, I guess. You watch a movie and you believe it or not believe it, and you come back to reality. So you can listen to all this information, and then you can apply it to reality, and then there's still no consequences, still nothing happens. But hey, we got the knowledge, as if you just watched a movie, and you got the information, but who cares? And I could go into that. The world's a stage, yep. I heard that one before. Kerosene doesn't burn. Right. See, you heard the same stuff. Everybody who listens to those people knows all those facts. But it still doesn't change. The main narration on the TV screen is the only thing that matters. Everything else is out there. So the truth is out there, but it doesn't matter. Because they can do whatever they want because they own and control us. So because they own and control us, you know, he who controls puts the narrative out, and they can do whatever they want. There are no rules for them. They control it. So if they, you know, it's like if you own a business, if you decide you want to destroy your building, you can destroy your building and get away with it. It's your business, although unless the government steps in. But you can do what you want. And that's what these people do. They do whatever they want, and there's no consequences. And then when people are arguing politics all the time and calling this one a criminal and calling that one a criminal, and it's like, nothing ever happens, though. But we know they're crimes. It's clear as day. Nothing's going to happen, though. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. Just be informed. Just know it. And, yeah, you can brag that you know. Right. You know all the stuff that I know, man. Television. You're going into codes now, huh? Words. Everything. Lawyer. Court. Judge. I forget the guy's name. There was the guy who died right before 911, but there's another guy that breaks down words, and words have meanings. You know, you're in a court, like a basketball court, and you have a judge. And you're going to pay this. You know, everything, it's sailor's law, or maritime law, and so everything's about wording. I understand what you're saying. Elenology, never heard that. The seeing eye, yep, that's the seeing eye. The seeing eye is everything. They know everything that's going on. On a surveillance grid. And apparently God is the seeing eye too, right? Because your God sees all. And you can manifest through that. If you know the power of the mind, and you can manifest your destiny and create a reality. I mean, I've used it and I've found stuff. I've seen stuff happen. And you don't know if it's coincidence or thing, but if it's the seeing eye God, I mean, in the Bible it says, knock on the door and it'll open. Seek and you shall find. So is that seeing eye, seeing you, and where is that seeing eye, and what is that seeing eye? That's a whole other thing. Right, spells, that's another one. Spells. You cast a spell. Yep, you have all the information that I have. You probably are better at it than me. I have a hard time retaining it. I was always a stiff in school, but I know what everybody's talking about. I just don't fully retain it. I'm not educated, man. I'm a dropout. I dropped out of school, so my attention level on retaining and repeating stuff that I know is difficult. But I know it. I've heard it. I understand it when I'm listening to it. I just have a hard time repeating it and saying it back out. Certain things I can keep on spewing out, but the rest is lost out of the mind brain. Leon, user Mitfe, Leon V. Hey man, same here. Stop going at 15 and educated myself on seeking the truth. Yeah, actually, I asked to see the truth when I was young. After watching The Wizard of Oz, and I saw the guy behind the curtain, I used to say, I wonder who's in our curtain. I wonder who's behind our curtain. And I always started dwelling on that when I was young, and then it led me to the truth and all that other stuff. The same with Planet of the Apes, in the scene when the Forbidden Zone in the original Planet of Apes, and I'm like, where's the Forbidden Zone here? Well, then it's Antarctica, right? The Forbidden Zone. Can't go into Antarctica, right? What's going on down there? The Forbidden Zone. Planet of the Apes. I was wondering way back then. I mean, I asked to see a Bigfoot, and I watched a tree fall down in front of my house. Actually, that might be one of my videos. Yeah, it is one of my videos. You can see that. There's a tree that fell down in front of my house, and I watched it with nobody around. And that was back when I was trying to, I was dwelling on seeing a Bigfoot, and then a tree fell down with nobody around. And I asked for alien ships, and I never been picked up by an alien, but I've seen some stuff in the sky that made me wonder, what the hell am I seeing? And am I manifesting this by just thought and thinking about it and creating a reality by thinking, knocking on the door and it opening up? It's a Bible verse. It's like having your very own genie. I want to fill up my truck today, and then you fill up your truck. I feel like getting laid today. I want to run into a female, and then all of a sudden you run into a female, and she's as open as an open book. It's like, wow, now do I want to go through with it? When weird stuff like that's happening, it's like, who's watching? Who's the commander to this watch? And who's answering the friggin' thought process, right? You want to go down that rabbit hole? My battery's below 20. Uh-oh. Hi from Video. At layer one's hi. Hi. Did the tree make a sound? Oh yeah, did it make a sound? Somebody was ripping it down. I told you, go to my video page and scroll down all the way to the beginning of my videos. And I filmed it. That was the first time I ever walked over there after like about 10 years. Where it started off shaking, shaking, shaking. Everything was shaking. Then the top part snapped off and was just hanging there. It's like straight line winds blew through and then the thing was just dangling. So I'm watching for something to pop out, thinking maybe a bear or a human was up there messing around. And then it started shaking again. And whatever was out there literally tried to push it down parallel to the ground. Literally trying to push it down, and they did. They got it like almost flat down. I think the branch, that part that was hanging over, stopped it from going. But whatever was over there, it was first shaking, and then at the end it was like bam, bam on the Flintstones, bam, 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 and everything would shake. Literally, you watched it come down, and it was like boom, boom, like somebody was literally trying to bang it against the ground, like it was trying to be sucked into the ground. And, you know, my hairs on the back of my neck stand up because I sat in that window. I was afraid to leave my house. I thought I was going to be beamed up by aliens. And I'm not kidding. I really thought I was going to be beamed up like it was a trap to get me to go outside. And I'm watching, and there's nobody out there, and nobody walked away, and the tree's on the ground. And I never went over there to check it out because the whole thing spooked me out. And I always had a mental block for going over there. I thought maybe the Men in Black zapped me like I saw something. You know, watching that movie, The Men in Black, they zap you so you forget. And I'm like, I wonder if they zapped me and I saw something and I shouldn't have saw it, because it made no sense. But the end of that tree, when it went down, literally it sounded like somebody was drilling it into the ground. And the way it was shaking, wow. And the way it was shaking violently at the beginning. Buttered sausage? No, I don't eat sausages. If you hear the story of what sausages are, no thanks. Acorns in Tasmania? Maybe. And it went down. Flat on the ground. It's not quite on the ground. You can watch the video though. I did a short video on it, but it was all leaf filled, so you really couldn't tell too much. But you could see the tree, and you could see all the line fracture at the bottom. It was a thick tree, so it took a lot of strength to get that thing down. It was like somebody literally just pushed it to the ground. But when it was going down, it seemed like it was bouncing, like somebody was like bam, bam, dropping the club on the floor, boom, 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 where somebody was literally just trying to slam it into the ground. It was spooky, really. Broad daylight. Battery's going dead. Time to wrap this up. It's starting to snow out again. Yep, snow's picking up first thing in the morning. Time to wrap this up. There's the tree right there. That little bush right there. I think it's a portal. I saw a chupacabra out here. Chupacabras are non-existent. No electric car. A Chevy S10. I'm wrapping this up. This battery is dead. No, I don't use beer with the snow. I just leave it on the porch. Otherwise it will freeze. Not all the time. If it's bad beer, it will freeze. Sometimes you can get away with leaving it outside. I have been told Boston hasn't invented electricity yet. No, they don't. electricity in Boston. They run by candlelight, really. Good night. Time to go. This thing is done now. I'm in home. I'm going to bed. When I wake up, it'll be time to shovel again. I hope you all enjoyed tonight. 5 people here. Adios.